Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. Today, I'd like to share a portion of my book, In the Midst of the Battle, with you. Chapter 1, February 2010. While visiting churches during this time, we were at the parsonage of Brother King in Florida when we decided to call home, Mexico, to our friend's house, Brother Pablo and Sister Santos, and see how things were going. They answered their cell phone. It was around 11 p.m. at night, and they were on their way home from picking up their son, Aaron, from work. He had gotten a job at OXXO, a convenience store. On their way, they had noticed a truck following them. They called their son and said, "When we get there, come out right away without hesitating." They got him safely and were en route to their house when we called. They were being chased at that very moment. They asked us to pray and call back in a little bit. Immediately, we shared the information with those there with us. We went to prayer for God's protection over them. When we called back, we received a praise report that although they tried to run them off the road and demanded that they get out of their vehicle and give it to them, they were able to maneuver in traffic just right and speed away, leaving them trapped from following them. Praise God. We were thankful to hear this, but very concerned when Santos began to tell us of a battle that had taken place that day in her sister's Colonial, which is a neighborhood, where she said 80 people had been killed. The newspapers were not reporting the story, and she was afraid to go see her sister and didn't know when the next possible time would be. She had spoken to her on the phone. They were asking for us to remember them in prayer. I remember feeling my heart catch in my throat. It was unbelievable. These were my dearest friends. This was a highway we had traveled on many times. We had been to her sister's house on more than one occasion. I could not sleep very well that night. I prayed for Mexico and the safety of all those we know. I prayed that peace would return. I prayed for the other missionaries. I prayed God would save the cartel and that revival would come to Mexico. I prayed for our ministry and the kids, and I was filled with an overwhelming sense that we must return. My love for Mexico and its people was strong. Santos, upon hearing that we were returning, soon said, "You must be called. Knowing what you do about the situation here, there is no doubt God has called you here, and I am so glad." And that concludes the portion that I'll be sharing today. That's page 1 and part of page 2. And if you would like your own copy of In the Midst of the Battle, you can find it to purchase on Amazon. May God richly bless you.